confidence to submit it through DEFRA's consultation, which is open till the 11th of March. The member for South West Beds mentioned the need for clearer labelling. And what lies behind any deforestation-free labelling is credibility of supply chains. So we are already working with Brazilian businesses and government to firm up traceability and transparency of deforestation in order to help support that work to have deforestation-free supply chains. So to conclude, there was genuine progress at COP, but never before have nature and forest been so central to the climate agenda, and never before have so many countries come together to help protect the Amazon. Countries in the region are showing real leadership. The task ahead remains difficult, but we are committed to work with governments and other key players in the region to help them turn commitments into action. Thank you.
Just to wrap up briefly, first of all, I'm very grateful to all the colleagues who turned up for this debate. The reality is, as the honourable member for the spokesman of the opposition said, this is not a party political issue. This is something where, as a nation, we are of one mind, and as a nation, we need to speak with one voice. And we need to ramp up the pressure now. And my message to the Minister, I think, she's right, that there needs to be pain felt in Brazil if they don't do this. It's got to be in their interest that they do stop the deforestation, but it's also the job of the government to keep explaining that to them in words of one syllable and to put whatever pressure we can on them to do that. But my honourable friend for South Bedfordshire is also right. This is a matter for consumers. This is a matter for investors. And I absolutely agree with him. I brought forward a 10-minute rule bill last year on sustainable food labelling to feed through the Minister to her colleagues. This is an initiative that we must grab in this country. We must deliver sustainable food labelling in the United Kingdom if we are to put pressure on countries like Brazil to clean up their act. And I shall be putting pressure on DEFRA in the coming weeks to make sure that they do take forward the commitments they have already made. But my honourable friend also made a good point. Every one of us has the ability to influence this. Every one of us as members of Parliament has the ability to write to the Chief Executive of their bank if their bank is one of those that is behaving poorly. And actually getting 600 letters from MPs to the desk of a Chief Executive of a bank might well be quite an interesting wake-up call. So his point is a very good one. We should encourage our colleagues to do the same. But Mr Hollowbone, this is such an important issue. We've only got a certain amount of ability to change this, but we have some ability as legislators, some ability as parliamentarians, some ability as members of a legislature in a country that is a friend of the Brazilians. We've got to be critical friends. We've got to tell them this has really got to change.
Order, order.